New Wave Community Media.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Beats Community Voices. I am your host, Imani, and we are here for our 28th episode. 28 episodes. So if you have been here with us before, hey family. I feel like I have the same introduction every time, but we really are family. We really are a community. And for those of you who are just now joining us, you have some episodes to catch up on, but hey family to you too. We're not going to hold it against you. Now, like I said, welcome. Each episode is very special to me and our Beats and New Wave communities. This episode is our Mother's Day episode. So this episode is solely dedicated to the mothers. So if you like what you hear and you want to hear more, if you are intrigued, make sure you listen to Beats every other Friday on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. We hope that you subscribe to our podcast so you can be notified about our latest episodes. You can follow us. You can leave a review or comment. You can email us your thoughts and your feedback. I would say only positive feedback because what negative could you say? No. We welcome even the constructive feedback. To learn more about us, about me, visit us at newwavemedia.org/Beats Community Voices. That's newwavemedia.org/Beats, BEATZ Community Voices. We also have an artist application for those of you who like to call yourselves the creatives of the world. We welcome you to submit your work so that you can be featured on Beats Community Voices. You can also subscribe to our newsletter and stay up to date on this podcast and others on New Wave Community Media. That was a mouthful, but I have to get the business out first, just in case you're, checking around. Perhaps you're going from podcast to podcast, or you're just going somewhere briefly. You're about to hop out of your car. Let's get to the business first before we get to the fun. There's always a task. So, as I said, this is our episode on mother. So all of our songs have some kind of mother or some kind of significance, mama, something in there. All right. So our first song is actually titled Mama by Silaba, featuring Maher Sissoko and Andreas Unge. What a beautiful, captivating song. I'm speechless. It's beautiful. It makes me want to close my eyes and just rock. Enjoy those nice spring breezes on my face. Smell some nice, incense. Just, But I feel like it sets the tone for our episode. Aside from the title, it's beautiful, it's euphoric, what can I say? How many good things can I say about the mothers? Now, if you know me, you know I had to do a little bit of research. I do my Googles in preparation for each episode. So I went to history.com because I wanted to learn more. Like, how did we get here? I've always known Mother's Day to be a holiday, but every holiday has an origin. So, like I said, according to history.com, celebrations of mothers and motherhood can be traced back to the ancient Greeks and Romans, who held festivals in honor of the mother goddesses. Once a major tradition in the United Kingdom and parts of Europe, this celebration fell on the fourth Sunday in Lent and was originally seen as a time when the faithful would return to their quote-unquote mother church. If you didn't know, now we celebrate the second Sunday in May, but we see how things kind of change around. We went from celebrating the goddesses to highlighting our mother church, our church of origin, to now celebrating all the mothers out there. Our second song is titled Eyes of My Mother by Hatami Tsunami. I hope you enjoy. What another beautiful, dreamy song for our mothers. I might have the eyes of my mother. I'm gonna have to talk to her about that. But I was really drawn into that song, just how smooth and easygoing it is. It just felt right for our episode. To me, my mom and the mothers in my life bring me so much peace and comfort. So that's what we're channeling. So a little bit more history from history.com about Mother's Day. The American incarnation of Mother's Day was created by Anna Jarvis in 1908 and became an official U.S. holiday in 1914. Now, a little bit of tea. Jarvis would later denounce the holiday's commercialization and spent the latter part of her life trying to remove it from the calendar. Yikes. Oh, Miss Jarvis, I'm sorry that you were not successful in removing it from the calendar, and it is still a little bit commercialized. Well, now we know. The more we know, I don't know. I don't know what we can do with that information, but we now know why it was placed on our holiday in the U.S., on our calendar rather, in the U.S. Sometimes, if you have concerns about how commercialized Mother's Day may be now, just know Miss Jarvis shared your sentiments in the early 1900s, so you are not alone, and perhaps you can channel that energy elsewhere. Perhaps you want to do something different for your mother to honor her in your own special, unique way. So, our next song is titled "Oh Mother" by Oh the City. Tell me what you think. So we sped it up a little bit for Oh Mother and gave you that 80s synthesized neon lights kind of vibe. But I love a little variety. It keeps life, keeps life and keeps our podcast interesting and going. So in our previous segment, I mentioned that, you may want to do something different for your mom instead of the typical commercialized ideas. So some ways that you can celebrate, perhaps you want to write her a poem. Or maybe you want to purchase her some art or create some art for her. Maybe you want to make your own flower bouquet, make it very personalized. There are some stores where you can just get some bundles. You don't have to necessarily go through the typical routes to get a pre-made flower arrangement. You can make one just for her, taking her favorite flowers and colors into consideration. There's brunch. You can make her a brunch or you can take her to brunch. Whatever you're feeling, that's always cute. Sunday, Mother's Day, brunch, mimosas if your mom likes mimosas, tea, and biscuits, charcuterie. Phone calls, okay? Call them up. And then let me just say, it doesn't have to necessarily even be your mother. Perhaps it's the other mothers in your life that you know, someone who has played a mother role for you, someone who may be missing their mother on Mother's Day. Portraits. You can take some portraits or draw a portrait or commission a portrait of your mother, and the list goes on. I just wanted to spark a little creativity for you and give you some food for thought. Now, our next song doesn't have mother in the title. However, it has the word rose in it, which is very special to me because one of my grandmother's name is Rose and the other really loves roses. So roses will always be special to me, and that is why I selected Dreams of Roses and Fire by Chaksti. always say this. I enjoy every song on our podcast. I love how dreamy and mysterious that one is. Slowed us down a little bit in the episode. What can I say? So, I did a little bit more Googling because I wanted to learn some fun facts about Mother's Day. So this is from parade.com. There's an extensive list there, but I just selected a few interesting things for our podcast. So, more than 100 countries celebrate their own respective Mother's Day dates. Americans spend more than $3 billion on flowers and plants alone for Mother's Day. Mother's Day makes up 26% of all holiday purchases for flower shops and florists. There are more calls made on Mother's Day than any other day of the year, with approximately 122 million phone calls, and Americans buy $113 million worth of cards. Astounding! This is a major holiday. I feel like it kind of crept up on me this year, but the proof is in the statistics. The numbers are there. Now, we have one more song for our episode, and Mama isn't in the title, but it's in the name of the artist. I just really liked how good this sounded. I really like the way the instruments sound. I don't know. It goes along with the theme in my mind. This is Fight It One More Night, the instrumental by Mama Zula. And, let me know, when we come back, we'll have our mindful minutes and just a brief thought about Mother's Day, a brief reflection. All right, see you when we get back. Okay, I must admit, I really enjoy the trumpets in it. And in the description, it says it has a reggae vibe. My mom is a reggae girl, so I was raised on it. I thought about you, boo. That's to you. So my reflection, I just wrote a few things down before I get into the mindful minutes, but I just want to recognize that Mother's Day can be tough for some people. Whether you are experiencing the loss of a mother or child, are estranged from your mother, or it simply brings up difficult feelings for you, I hope you show yourself some grace. Maybe you can identify someone in your life who helped to nurture you in the way that we imagine mothers do. Or perhaps you choose not to celebrate at all. I hope Beats has brought you some joy, and I pray that next year Mother's Day arrives with more ease and more peace. Now for our poem. I went to the National Museum of African American History and Culture, and they were highlighting some Mother's Day poems. This poem is by Marcus Garvey. If you do not know who Marcus Garvey is, he's a Pan-Africanist. If you don't know what Pan-Africanism is, look it up. This is not that portion of the podcast, but I did select a poem titled The Black Mother because I'm a Black woman with a Black mother and Black grandmothers and surrounded by beautiful and nurtured and loved by beautiful Black women. So, and perhaps one day I'll be a Black mother myself. But this poem really resonated with me because it talks about the grace and support that he felt from his mother. So, the Black Mother. Where can I find love that never changes? Smiles that are true and always just the same. Caring not how the fierce tempest rages. Willing ever to shield my honored name. This I find at home only with Mother, who cares for me with patient tenderness. She from every human pain would rather save me and drink the dregs of bitterness. If on life's way I happen to flounder, my true thoughts should be of Mother dear. She is the rock that never rifts asunder, the cry of her child, be it far or near. This is love wonderful beyond compare. It is God's choicest gift to mortal man. You, who know Mother, in this thought must share, for she of all is angel of your clan. My mother is Black, loveliest of all. Yes, she is as pure as the new-made morn. Her song of glee is a clear rhythmic call to these arms of love to which I was born. I shall never forget you, sweet mother. Wherever in life I may happen to roam, thou shalt always be the fairy charmer to turn my dearest thoughts to things at home. Oh, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, and grace and compassion and care to everyone. Make sure you follow us. We are here every other Friday on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. In the meantime and in between time, I hope you take some time to love on yourselves, love on the people around you, relax to Beats Community Voices, get caught up on some previous episodes, share an episode, sign up to our newsletter, or maybe you want to submit an artist application. But whatever it is, we hope you stay a part of our community, and we look forward to chatting with you and spending time and building community with you in 2 weeks. Until next time, peace and blessings.